Hey guys, it's Bobbie Whitaker. I'm a chiropractor here in Southern Illinois, and I want to just get on here. I know a lot of you guys probably deal with symptoms of thyroid, and maybe you've been to your doctor, maybe you've been tested, and maybe they're saying everything is just fine, and that happens a lot, right? I don't know how many times I personally, as a chiropractor, hear that from our patients. And we don't test thyroid, but it's definitely something that we hear as a complaint from our patients all the time, that they have been tested for thyroid hormones and everything comes back normal, but they still have all the symptoms of having a sick thyroid, right? So it's so frustrating for people. And so we just want to chat with you just a little bit about it and tell you some of the natural things you can do. This is not a substitute for going to your doctor. I still think you really need to be chatting with your doctor and having these conversations, but maybe this will help you to have a conversation with your doctor. Maybe it'll help you to find some natural things that you can try and utilize, right? Okay, well, I don't know if you guys know this, but the number one cause of thyroid problems is really an autoimmune problem, right? How crazy is that? But that is like the number one cause of thyroid problems is autoimmune problems. So our immune systems need help, right? They need a lot of help. So that's just one thing. The other thing they're finding out is that, okay, so if your thyroid hormones are coming back normal, then maybe you're converting and you're making enough thyroid hormone, which is the T4, but maybe it never gets converted to T3. So that can be an issue as well. You need a lot of different things to be healthy to get that conversion to happen. And we can talk more about this. I'm not going to go into a lot of depth, but just some simple things that you guys can do, right? One thing they're finding is that the conversion from T4 to T3, sometimes there's a little bit of a mess up there where if there's a high level of inflammation, your body will actually create a reverse T3. And that's actually something you don't really want happening because it can block that thyroid hormone from from going into the cell, right? The pharmacist I was telling you guys about the other day says it's kind of like a lazy husband sitting on the couch. It blocks that from going into the cell, which means you don't get any of the benefit of it. Even though your blood work looks normal, you're not getting the benefit of that thyroid hormone going into the cell. So again, what can cause that to happen? Chronic high levels of inflammation, right? So just some simple things that we can do to start bringing down inflammation naturally. One, you may have some nutritional deficiencies, right? And you don't even know it. I think a lot of people don't realize that back in the 1940s, our American government here said that our soils are depleted of nutrition. We're not constantly replacing the soils and replenishing the soils and the nutrition that's constantly lost. And then we're pouring in chemicals into the soils, so that doesn't help things and doesn't help matters. The other thing is any of the medications that we're taking, they all rob our bodies of different nutrients. So that's another thing that we don't even think about. So we need to pour in a bunch of good nutrition. I can talk to you more about that. I have a simple way that our family has converted to doing this, and it's really made a big difference in our lives. The other thing we're finding is CBD oil, and you want a high quality one, but that's another way to decrease chronic levels of inflammation. And so again, this isn't a cure-all. What you're going to see that I'm talking about is let's get your body basically overall healthier, and your thyroid and the conversion of T4 to T3 and that T3 actually getting into the cell, it's all based on your overall body health. So it's not just one little thing that you're going to do to fix it, right? It's looking at the overall body as a whole, and just start to think about decreasing inflammation. Okay, so CBD, we use a patch. That's working amazingly for our patients just to start seeing, again, just those improvements and little improvements. Because as you know, with thyroid, you're going to see that people deal with all kinds of things: exhaustion, constipation, weight gain, hair loss, just exhaustion to the fact that like they may fall asleep while they're talking to you, that kind of exhaustion. And just, maybe not sleeping well at night, and just probably an intolerance to cold. Like you see that and hear those kinds of symptoms a lot, right? So again, it's just all about like what can you do to start helping that thyroid, but not only the thyroid, but the overall body to actually have the tools it needs to start healing from the inside out, right? Again, that's pouring in good nutrition that has lots of natural anti-inflammatories, lots of natural antioxidants, and starting there. And two, I would say get a good quality CBD oil. We love the 24-hour patch because you don't have to taste anything weird. You don't have to, it's a simple sticker. I tell people it's peel and stick. It's like kindergarten. We love it because you start getting the pain relief, but not only that, it's getting into the bloodstream and you get the cognitive effects. And again, it's just bringing down inflammation levels. And what we're seeing is that it also brings down cortisol levels, so those stress hormones. Again, if you have that chronic inflammation going on, that can be a big part of what's causing your thyroid to not function properly. So again, check with your doctor. We are not trying to replace your doctor, but maybe some of this is just going, aha, kind of clicking in your mind and going, man, that makes sense, right? Doesn't it just kind of make sense, a lot of it? Okay, so we can talk to you about nutrition because we have something that, I used to take 15 different bottles and pills and $700 worth of products every day, and we've got it down to like one thing, and I love that. It's so simple on nutrition. CBD, it's a patch. That is so easy, and I love that because you're getting a time release amount of CBD in your body on a daily basis. Okay. The other thing we can talk about is diet. You probably hear a lot of times, I know my friends who have Hashimoto's and have been diagnosed with that, a lot of them have been talked a little bit about diet. And I know that the ones that I've seen, they do better. They just feel better when they're cleaning up their diet, starting to get rid of some sugar, starting to get rid of some of the gluten, and starting to get rid of some of those grains. So anything you can do to start cleaning up that diet a little bit, you're gonna see that you'll probably start feeling just a little bit better, and that's an easy place to start, right? It's not gonna hurt you one bit to start cleaning up that diet. Now, this may not be the easiest time of year to start, but man, if you're desperate enough to feel better, I know I personally would start working on it. I mean, you can still go out at the different occasions and parties and have your yummy stuff. Hey, Sharon, thanks for watching. Thank you guys for jumping on here. I'm just trying to be a source of information for you guys. I am not an end-all, and I'm not trying to take the place of your doctor, but we are just trying to get you some information, right? I just know too many people dealing with sick thyroid, and it's so frustrating. I even have a friend that she went into the doctor, got her blood work tested, came back normal, and her doctor basically prescribed her an antidepressant, which she didn't feel like she needed. She actually was a little bit, I think, disgusted because she was like, I have something wrong here, and you're trying to tell me I'm depressed. So I've heard that story more than one time also. And again, nothing wrong with not going against your doctor, but these are just some things that maybe can help you in addition to the advice that your doctor is giving you, right? Okay. So we talked about good nutrition. We talked about CBD patches. Definitely let us know if you want to get in on that. That's something that is really we're seeing it help a lot of people because CBD not only affects that one little area of your body, but it affects the overall health of your body in so many positive ways. So check that out. There's tons of research on pubmed.org, and that's a great place to look for research, right? Okay. So lastly, we were talking a little bit about diet. If you just start kind of cleaning up your diet, I know a lot of people talk to me about gluten-free, and people understand gluten-free, right? And I get that. I like gluten-free too. And that's a good place to really start. So get rid of the gluten because, as we know, that can cause a lot of problems in the body. It can cause leaky gut syndrome. It can cause you to have a lot of food sensitivities that you shouldn't be having, right? So get rid of the gluten. If you want to go a step further than that, start really getting rid of the grains, a lot of those grains that are not natural. And so I would just start going to simplify it, simple things that we utilize at our household as far as flours, almond flour, coconut flour. We use flaxseed meal in our all-purpose flour, and those are great places to start with your flours, and they're healthy. I mean, there's so many different benefits to flaxseed meal. There's so many different benefits to almonds and almond flour and even coconut flour. So look into replacing your flours with those options instead of your whole wheat and even any of those other options that you see out there, those are healthy ones. And when again, I can't cover the whole topic of thyroid on this one little video, but I just wanted to give you some ideas. And if you want more information, we do have a group where we discuss recipes and we talk a lot about this, and I'm going to start doing more and more tips to help you be thyroid well, right? Help you to have an overall healthier body and to help you get that thyroid as healthy as you possibly can with natural means. Again, we're not trying to replace your doctor, but these are just some things that you can do naturally, right? If you're like me, you're always looking for natural solutions, and if there is a natural solution, we are going to find it. We are all about finding the best natural solutions that there really are. All right, well, put any questions you have down below. Again, I'm not an endocrinologist, but I am into helping people get healthy, and I just get really tired of seeing people come back with these great results basically on their labs as far as their thyroid hormones, but they still feel thyroid sick. And there's a reason for that, right? People really do have an issue there. It's not that they're faking it. It's not that they're hypochondriacs, that they really do have an issue, and their thyroid probably is, they probably are thyroid sick and they need some help. So again, these are some natural things that you can start implementing into your life and into your diet. Just start cleaning that up. All right, if you have any questions for me, send a comment down below, inbox me. Again, if you want to be put into our CBD tips and group, we're gonna start adding more and more tips for thyroid there. So let me know. We want to help you guys, and I am so blessed to know you all. Thanks for jumping on here. Thank you for following and sharing. If you saw one tip on here that might be able to help a friend, share this video with them, please. And again, we just want to help you. All right, God bless. Have a great day. Bye.